Hi, Gemini. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Let's get you some messages for Gemini. Gemini. Messages for Gemini. Could be spending your money. Gemini. Maybe there's an issue with somebody that's or maybe they're just asking. Maybe it's just about your reckless spending. If you've been spending a bit recklessly, but if you are dealing with somebody that hates you, it seems like you're approaching them the right way, because we have compliments from admirer in the reverse, which kind of gives me hater vibes. So, but it looks like you're on the right path regarding this aspect of your life. So messages for Gemini. Good news. Okay. So you could have received good news with something to do with finances as well. Gemini, messages for Gemini, Gemini. Maybe there's a solution to some kind of financial issues or like a risk that needs to be made in order to improve financial issues. Gemini, messages for Gemini. You will be playing on or taking on a different role. So if you are changing something about, yourself fundamentally, about your role in life, that will be successful, especially if you're getting away from haters. This person could have been stupid or something, but I don't know. Looks like you're waiting for news, package, or letter. Looks like you're going to start developing a situation, maybe a court case with this person. Gemini, messages for Gemini. Gemini people and placements, please. Things will not always be this way. Change is coming, and happiness and well-being. So, I mean, if you are dealing with hater energy, it looks like you're going to succeed in exiting it with time to get out of the situation in order to move towards basket of abundance. Let's see more messages for Gemini. Gemini people and placements. Gemini energy, please. We have Queen of Pentacles, so this is about pouring into yourself more. So maybe you're exiting a situation of bad finance with an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Yeah, there's a lot of heartbreak here, so things will not always be this way. You are moving steadily out of that from the past. Gemini, messages for Gemini. Yeah, you could be investing in something else as well, or taking your emotions elsewhere, deciding not to heal something with this person, and changing your perspective, maybe, or your strategy and communication with this person, or dynamics in general. How you think about this person, especially if you're strategizing, exiting a commitment, or making a commitment, or changing your belief systems, or anything like that. But let's see. Gemini, messages for Gemini. Gemini energy. Snakes could be important. Gemini. Ooh. Wise salt. That's interesting. What's this? Yeah, so you're basically starting to implement boundaries where they serve you. That's awesome. Wow. Interesting energy. Let's go ahead and see wise salt. I feel really called to wise salt for you guys. Chisel. 43. Just ease into the messages that come to you, ease into the flow, right? Wisdom, grit, and preservation. Wise salt is the sacred ingredient of preservation. In due time, with due experience, the alchemist slowly develops these granules of wisdom that someday can be passed down to another. Salt retains, preserves, and absorbs. It brings complexity to flavors and grit to slippery roads. It also protects things. Like I think people will salt their, four corners of their house. Such is the magic of Sal Sapiente. Someone who carries wise salt is immediately recognizable. Their words hold meaning, their stories are deep and true, and they have wisdom that can't be attained by any other means than decades of pain or pleasure. You may experience wise salt through elders of the community. When this card appears, know that everything you are going through will be of use down the line. Alchemically, you are being brined. So preserve what you can, let go of the rest, and lean heavily on your elders. We have read about wise salt marches in India and the taste of tears. I mean, you could be feeling a lot of maybe stress and result in to do with shared finances, especially during Mercury retrograde when people are having a hard time communicating, having a hard time understanding things. Things could just feel like extra anxiety inducing or like extra hard these times. Think of a few people in your life who seem to carry wise salt. What is it about them that makes it so? Their depth was their depth easily acquired? And then we have notice your interactions with salt today. Take an Epsom salt bath and use salt conscientiously in your meals. Bless and thank it for its qualities. Okay, and then we also had copper here. Let's go read that. All right, so copper says fertility, the womb, and Venus. So this could be maybe a lover, In ancient times, on an island called Cyprus, copper was mined extensively to make vessels and tools. This island is the same fertile ground of Aphrodite, the goddess associated with the planet of Venus and the forces of love, pleasure, and fertility. Such is the magic of copper. This golden-hued metal elicits delight and mystique, even a sense of awe. The card marks the arrival of Eros into the laboratory. It is likely that the alchemist has been hard at work for too long, prioritizing scholarly pursuits over sensual pleasure. Get ready for a shift of priorities, for an awakening of the heart, and for the life-generating centers of the body. Yeah, because copper is very conductive, right? We use it in electrical wiring a lot because of its properties. So when you wear it, it also does that for your energy, for your chakras, for your life force. It brings you vitality, basically. It allows things to move, from one end to the other very quickly. So maybe you're traveling as well a lot or something like that. In true alchemical experiment, nothing is excluded or separate from the work. Bring sensuality into the fold and embrace it with reverence and curiosity. Aphrodite smiles upon you. Go deeper. Visit or learn about the Statue of Liberty, the largest copper sculpture in the world. Interesting. And chocolate contains copper. Okay, and this was page 133. Cool. This could be somebody you met at work as well. Maybe mindset shifts with other people are really helping you as well at this time. Though bright and warm when polished, copper quickly oxidates, turning green or blue. Discern a metaphorical polishing as an order. And then we also have, in esoteric wisdom traditions, Venus and copper are associated with the kidneys. A letting go is likely required in order to embrace Eros with open arms, right? Because the kidneys are purifiers. So that's interesting. This person could be bringing like a real purifying force to your life as well. We also had darkening here, of course, which is really about being able to come in or embrace kind of melanin or like strongness, because that's what the darkness does, right? It allows you to become stronger to withstand the elements, right? Because it absorbs, right? So it needs to ground itself. Melanis 7, thank you. We have depth, readiness, and churning. In alchemy, darkness is an achievement, so there is a maturing here. It indicates the material has been through a significant occurrence, sometimes called an initiatory experience that has brought it into a state of a readiness for the work. The darkness prepares us. We've moved beyond the small talk and chit-chat of the upper world and descended into the psychic layers of the soul. We admit who we are fully and bravely and thus open ourselves to the process of transformation. You can see how the snake is below the raven in this. So it's like your own wisdom is really allowing you to turn a pearl and to conquer things that would try to hurt you, and that kind of mastery builds on itself and actually causes you to rise quickly. So let's see. When this card appears, it is not necessary to delve into what has brought you here. The initiation, likely by fire, that has caused the embers to char. Rather, it's a time to heal the darkness, is a remedy. Closing the eyes is a voluntary expression of darkening. By practicing it daily, we drop into depths of surrender as the alchemist's eye adjusts. Transformation begins. Interesting. The wisdom of dusk. Yeah, this could be maybe an ending to a marriage or relationship. The card is linked to Mortefactio and to Pluto. If these cards appear together, it's a sure sign that things are running bleak. Time to lighten the mood and get into the sun. And then draw with charcoal or India ink. Let the depths of the pigment move you and follow its lead. The only requirement is that you allow the material to express itself. Interesting. I think this is more about, like, I'm getting a download here that it's about you stepping into your darkness and really embracing it so that it's not coming at you from the outside, so that you are, yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? Okay, so we'll continue with some more cards as well. Kind of being called to this green deck over here. We didn't really pull from the rest of this deck, but I feel like we've gotten the main themes of your reading. I mean, number 3, that's a magical number, right? It's associated with Gemini yourself, so we will trust in the power of 3s. Will we not? Every thought comes back. Gemini rules words and thoughts, and from the mind, and every word you say creates the universe, right? So it comes back to you threefold, and that is so powerful, right? Gemini, messages of advice, please. Best advice for Gemini, people and placements. Best advice for Gemini. Divination. Wow. Okay. Maybe pull up some pick a card readings, right? Get some cards out. Ask your friends who do readings, things like that. Let's see, 14. Or just read, or just watch YouTube. Guidance, reflection, and insight. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. 78. Okay. Yeah, this could be about your own self-esteem. Maybe ways that this has been sabotaging give and take with other people. Cards, tea leaves, coffee, clouds, candlelight, and flowers. There are dozens of ways to embrace the art of divination, a practice used to seek guidance from the divine and part of a witch's toolkit for centuries. It is a beautiful practice that can help you see beyond what is immediately in front of you. It can show you hidden dangers and gifts, provide new ideas, or shut down old ones. Divination is a way to seek the advice of the powers that be, while also showing hidden dangers and truths. If you have pulled divination, you are being asked to explore your ability to receive guidance from the earth and the divine. Now is the time to go deeper into your practice, and you must learn to trust in your own ability to feel your way into messages as well as your ability to interpret them. This card also means there is a need to take more time to reflect. It can be easy to get lost in the day to day without taking time to process everything you've been through. Something as simple as pulling a single card every day, either in the morning or evening, can help you make sense of the events around you. It can help you see things that you're overlooked or consider something that you would never have otherwise. Interesting. Okay, I guess we'll see some more wisdom of the oracle. Maybe get some more tarot on this. Messages for Gemini. Maybe we'll ask a question, a yes or no for you. So think of a question that you'd like the answer to, and we will go ahead and pose it. Especially with the good energy of this card that came out for you. Truth be told. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, and the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. Interesting. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, a subjective, according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. Yeah, this could be about shared finances, or something hidden or occult. This is not a time, or maybe like power dynamics or death. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender is to what is. Peeling off layers of denial that have kept you tied to illusions will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and spirit answers with miracles. People tell you who they are very quickly. If you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave, this card calls you to engage in a heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. Higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make your art a priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things that help you serve? A writer must write and a singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to your moving forward. There's another oracle message here too. It is time to have a look at the real honest truth about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation, and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to abundance. Okay, so I hope you've thought about your yes or no question. We'll go ahead and get some messages. Think of a question that you'd like the answer to or advice to, and we'll pull a card for the collective watching this. Wow, Ace of Cups. There could be a new emotional start of some sort or a new way of loving yourself. Maybe you're having to, like, I heard the tarot reader Gazelles or something say this to Pisces, which is not you. You might have Pisces placements, but or mutable placements. You both are mutable signs, so this could apply. Which they said that they were emptying a goblet in order to fill it back up with something better and new. So you could be doing that. Open your heart and receive the emotions around you. New feelings, new friendships, beauty, opulence, pleasure, self-love, and unconditional love. So I mean, the more you tap into that sense of Venusian energy here with copper, which we had, with establishing boundaries, with becoming darker, in being able to see your shadow sides or shadow traits that others have projected onto you and utilized because you weren't embracing your shadow traits, then the more you will be able to pour into yourself, right? So let's get your any other advice for Gemini. Yeah, this is about coming out of denial. Beautiful. So you could be coming out of denial about something also that's really great energy. Tell us more for Gemini. Gemini. Oh, Lord. Native American. Somebody here could be like kind of hippie or like that kind of thing. Go on a trip to a native place with this person or something. This could be happening in the present moment as well. Let's see. Okay, so I guess we'll give you guys an animal oracle to finish your reading with good advice. Good advice for Gemini, please. Best advice you have at this time. The most important advice they need to receive for Gemini people and placements. We have time to let go, 31. So this could be about a real estate situation or a friendship that's past its prime, basically. Go for spirit. Or, sorry, groundhog spirits. This is kind of like the start of a spring. You know, is the winter over yet or not, right? Endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So Groundhog Spirit is here to let you know that it's time to accept the natural ending of something that's no longer serving you. We love to hold on to what's familiar, but the new needs place to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit occurs, it is a sign that something in your present situation that you need to let go of so that something new can be born, something that will far better serve you now. When the groundhog sees a shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little more time to say goodbye or transition into the new. However, change is coming and it is good, so let go of your resistance. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that is right for you. Life requires change and detachment. Stay farewell to whatever served you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is already sending it your way. Hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you so much. Take care.